Okay, finally, this is the second game, I'm pretty sure. You're playing Varus Nami against Kagwan Sona. It's way too fast. Alright. So, for this lane, you guys win pretty hard. Varus Nami is a lot better than Kagwan and Sona. So, you guys want to be more aggressive and you kind of want to be trading whenever you get the chance, because there's no way Kagwan can beat you. And I'm just gonna go over like the main, I guess, mistakes. I'm not gonna go over everything. Fast forward a little bit. So you put the ward in the tri bush, which is very important, because you just see them clear it with the crystal, so you know Jax is bottom here. So in this situation, you can either shove this wave in and back, or just shove the wave and then, you know, go back to where you're safe and you can't get ganked by Jax. I'm assuming we didn't see that he popped the crystal, because he does gank you guys. Anyway. Pretty sure nobody dies though, but we basically knew for a fact that he was coming, so we should have just pushed out that one wave and then just came back. And that's all that happens for like a long time. It's kind of, you guys can kind of just like AFK fall lane for a while. Till around here.
Shut down.
In this situation, Jax hasn't been on the map in a decent amount of time, so we have no idea where he is. We also kind of, you miss your ult, that's whatever. We actually almost get the Kagwan here. But now we're like low HP and we know we don't have ult because we just missed it before, about 30 seconds ago. So we don't want to be in this spot where Jax can easily just kill you, especially since we have no idea where he is. That's what we're doing. I don't want shots. Yeah. So we didn't necessarily know that he was bot, but we didn't know that he wasn't, so you just gotta play more careful when you have no ult. Like, if you had ult, it would have been fine, because you can just ult Jax. If you have no ult, you really gotta play safer, otherwise you're gonna get jumped on like that. Make a good catch. Get the Jax. It's fine. At about this point, I would stop chasing because we're not getting Sona anymore. But we really greed really hard for this, so I'm pretty sure you died. trick dice. Cash dice. Not really worth it. We got the jacks. We should have just like been happy with what we got and just stop chasing. It's not necessary. And then there's a little thing at 20 minutes. We're going to defend mid, which is a fine play, but your job here, when they're trying to siege, your job is just to not die. Like, you don't have to kill anybody, you don't have to do anything, you just have to not die. So, holding this wave out of tower versus, pretty sure, that looked like Kennen for a second, but versus the Swain and the Cogmaw and the Sona. There's no reason you have to hold this out of tower. Like, you just let it crash in the tower to where they can't dive. Now, because they're not even diving you at this point, because the Swain's going to pull you into that. Just dive for free. When if you just backed off behind the tower and let the wave crash and then cleared it, it'll be fine. They can't siege or do anything. Comes and it cleans up. So at this point, I'm sure you can tell the Kennen is pretty fed at this point. So we're going to be fighting as a team in a minute, I think. And when you're in a team fight at this point, Kennen's the strongest person in the game. So you don't want to ult anybody except Kennen. You want to hold your ult for Kennen. You can be in the fight, but just don't ult anybody until Kennen shows up, because he has a very strong AoE ultimate, and he's the strongest. He's the strongest player in the game right now. But we do not do that, I'm pretty sure. Get my dog on So, I mean, in a team fight, obviously, as an ADC, you just want to do as much damage as possible while not dying. So if you just want to have your ult to prevent you from getting one-shot, because that's their entire team is trying to one-shot you. So you just want to stay as far back as you can while being able to do damage, and then just be aware of where Kennen's going to be so you can ult him to save yourself. And we also missed like a free Baron. This is not your fault necessarily, but this is just I don't think anybody picked up on this. Kill the Kennen here. And like I just said, Kennen's the strongest by far. You know. So if Kennen's dead for almost 50 seconds, we're immediately going to Baron here. Because Swain is bottom. On top of that. So it's 3v5. And there's no way Sona... There's a Sona, Jackson, Cockmore at most. They can't defend. They can't stop you guys from taking the Baron. But instead we just do nothing. Just kind of just back.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
So that was
turret has been destroyed.
a little bit of a misplay. But nobody played this, so nobody really knew. I don't think. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad because you, unless the replay is lying to me, you have blue trinket here. So you have blue trinket here. Their team is pushing up, so you don't want to be walking into here anyway. Like, because what if they just like loop around here? What are you gonna do then? You're gonna have to leave anyway. So it's completely pointless to go here. When they're pushed up here, like you think of it as like a line here. Like you can't cross this without knowing where everybody is. So, and also if you're gonna do this, just use the blue trinket. But you get right like that. So. You also flash it. You also flash this way instead of backwards. Kind of interesting. I'll go back to it again. So you see their team pushing up. We know their team's pushing up when you get jumped on. So just flash backwards, not into their team. So then you kind of trap yourself here. Nothing happens till 28 minutes here. And this is just another thing where, you know, you just want to be in the back as AD carry, but you graded for a kill here and like frontlined into a bush where you knew the enemy team was. So we get the bubble. We get the bubble, and we see 4 of them. Or did you see Jax back there? So we see 4 of them. We get the bubble, but only 3 of our teammates are here right now. I think Nocturne might be here. He just, oh no, they just died. So there's no way we're ever going in here because 2 of our teammates just died. But instead you walk back in. Against the Swain of all people, like you're gonna kill the Swain in 2 seconds or something. Swain. So you just walk too close and then Kennen just walks you in and kills you. Oh, that's it. You turn around for that. That was. You didn't die, but you didn't have to heal, man. And then they get back. So you know, even if the bubble, if you're gonna, guys are gonna go in the bubble, you let Garen go in there. You let Garen run in and spin on them, and then you're still backlining because they're gonna be focusing on him. You don't want to be the one to go in. I think that's it. There's only one other thing, I think. This is just like a map thing here. Yeah. So if you look at the map here, we see them all at Baron. Right, we see Kennen, Sona, Jax. Right? We see them walk into the bush. We see Sona walk out, so we know that there's at least there would be 2 in the bush that we didn't see, and then we still walk right into the Swain grab. We had the information. We knew they were in that bush, and we still walked into it. Yeah, so we still get caught. Good cast stuff. just like max range all the way then do your thing like you are now. I'm trying to see where your ult came out. You may have not had it. You just didn't have ult. I was gonna say you could ult the Jax, but it looks good. In which case, we probably shouldn't have fought if you didn't have ult. And then we give away the free Baron and then the game ends. So, that's it for that game. So yeah, you did pretty well this game in lane. You never died in lane, really. Only to the Jax the one time, I'm pretty sure. But we didn't respect the Jax a lot. Like, we had vision on him one time. We saw him pop this, whatever this thing's called, the crystal or whatever. We saw him pop this in the bot lane, and then we still didn't back off. And then later on, we, are walking into people front lining when we really should be as far back as possible. Same thing here when we were defending the tower. We were trying to hold the wave out of tower versus 3 people, and you don't want to put yourself in a position where you can die. You want to be just wave clearing at that point. Like when you're defending, your goal is just to not die. You don't have to do anything else except not die, and you're just autoing minions, and then they can't do anything. It leaves them no choice. But when we're walking up a little too far in a lot of situations, and we don't want to do that unless somebody's in front of us, like if Dygus is in front of you, or if Gert's there, and has ult or something. Because your only self-peel is your ultimate. And when you don't have it, you have to play really far back, really scared. Because you can just get one shot by anybody.